I don't even know how to explain this story, but I'm going to tell you what happened. The Conservative Political Action Conference, known as CPAC, wrapped up this weekend, and conservative activist Isabel Brown had a message for her fellow Gen Z women, who reportedly are the least likely group in America to get married and have kids. But I want you to see this. Clip.
If you're not encouraging your children to grow up and have the courage to get married and have kids, more kids than they can afford before they think they're ready, it is high time to start. It is these choices, like deleting our dating apps and quitting birth control pills and saying I do at the altar, that ultimately trickle down into the political policies that we will see save our country.
Okay. Okay. I just want to say, years ago, they used to come after women of color and accuse women of color of doing this very thing.
Wow.
And that's why they continue to cut all these programs and erase all these things.
Childcare programs?
Childcare, name it, name it. And now, had I known that it turns out we are all just one group of women.
Yeah.
We're just one group.
Yeah.
I mean, because what is she, what?
So my ultimate beef with this is that it wraps a woman's worth up in her ovaries in a way that for too long has happened. The whole women's movement was not about bucking the trend of staying at home or loving tradition. It was giving women a choice to do what they wanted. And that's what this is too. Marriage, children, it's a choice. And by the way,
but be responsible for God's
No, but be
sakes.
responsible. But the other thing is they act like people are sitting around just saying, yeah, no, I'm good. Most women I know, and some don't, but most women wanted to have children. They don't have them for other reasons. Yeah. Most women I know, if they had a great candidate or a partner, might want to be married. Maybe they don't. The fact that we keep putting this on women, that their only worth in society, politics, policies, is if they produce a baby or have a husband, is the stupidest, most old-fashioned thing. We have come too far. The world has over 8 billion people. Yeah. We no longer need to force people to procreate and pump out babies. We have arrived here. Women now and girls now have a choice.
But also,
Let them do that.
Where is the call to responsibility for the men who help make these children, right? I don't know why it's always people lecturing women what they have to do or not to do. Yeah. Bottom line, if you're not paying my bills, you don't get to tell me what I do with my uterus.
Well, also, I do feel like she doesn't even realize how goofy her point was, because she said we need to teach our kids to have the courage to get married. If your marriage requires courage, I have a lot of questions about your husband. We need to tell this woman about LegalZoom and how easy it is to get out of it.
Do remember, these are the same people that support Donald Trump.
But I mean, look,
that does take courage.
Also, I gave our girl Isabel a little Google. She has a baby. She has a 1-year-old. Of course, she thinks everyone should have a lot of kids. She has a 1-year-old that sleeps all day. I also was like, I'm gonna have a bunch more kids. Wait till your kid is up and walking and you spend most of your day trying to get its shoes on. Yeah. You're probably gonna rethink how many kids you have. That is my son. Yes, that is my new baby. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. So I just would say to Isabel,
Clearly,
let's check.
pants were optional.
That's right. We don't do pants. We do Winnie the Pooh at my house. I would just say, Isabel, maybe let's check in with your boobs in a year and see if you still want a lot more kids.
Well, that part, and I think it's just really reckless to be suggesting that people should have children when you now know in this country there's this affordability crisis, and for a 2-person household, a married household, you need over $400,000 for childcare. Over $400,000. Most people don't make over $400,000. So she's advocating for people to be born into poverty, people not being able to feed those children, people not being able to educate those children, and people not being able to house those children at the same time when this government is cutting all of the services that would allow people to have families and big families and children.
$400,000 over the lifetime of the child, or what?
No.
A year?
It's a year. It's an annual income exceeding $400,000 to afford childcare. And I want to add that this, it's all over the country, according to Lending Tree analysis. And finally, finally, this woman makes $10,000 per speaking engagement, between $5,000 and $10,000 per speaking engagement. Maybe she can afford to do it, but most people cannot.
But she's saying, but listen to what she's encouraging. She's saying, don't have any thought about what you're doing. Yes, be thoughtful before you have a kid.
Correct.
You should be thoughtful before you
Correct.
have a kid.
That's it.
And perhaps, Isabel, you want to talk to some of those red states about some of their laws about women, because they're not really encouraging women to do anything except flee from them. You're saying, you're telling people to have as many babies as they want to. Again, I'm going to send you back into the past, and I want you to look and see how people were treated. And then I want you to say, you know what? Maybe this isn't the smartest idea because I only have one child. I don't have to deal with anything because I got somebody who watches the kid because I know the kid wasn't on the thing with her.
Yep.
It's just, don't, look, if y'all are Gen Z, you know this ain't the one.
Yeah.
This ain't the one, okay?